This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatum. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not in it yet. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hungry.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16. We've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Swim.
They'll start with the option. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. There's Murray. That one complete. He finds Sharp. Room here to run. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable at a touchback.
Hey, alert! Run.
Here's Walker to start the drive. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. The Seahawks in trouble to start play, 6-8 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it. And we saw evidence of that right there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field and then win. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one at 62 yards in the air. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Now Murray off play action. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them leveling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On the counter, here's Jones. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. This will be caught once again by Brown. So they get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Oh, look at this play call. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. And a gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hurry, hurry. Hurry, hurry.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Walker. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, Walker. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Mayfield. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They're going for it. It's Murray. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now a first down carry by Jones. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll go again to Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Play fake. Murray. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put...
This is caught at the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, Mayfield. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set them back on 2nd. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Run.
3rd quarter begins with a run by Walker. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. A solid stiff arm. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 12-yard line. 113 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hurry!
Mayfield to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 36 yards on the play.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. So taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Walker now on 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, Mayfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Now Mayfield. Touchdown! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive. This is intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. Uses the stiff arm. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Give to Walker on the read option. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Zerline good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Gets this to Ertz. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now, standing just outside his own goal line. Returnable for Lockett. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Boy, 192 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing, Mayfield. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. On the slant, this is Chark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Murray now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.